jamming. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself. At this time, we call it the Master Blaster Jamming. I am your brother Ital Iman for the Underground News Network, www.un13.com. The prophet Bob Marley said, "Open your eyes and look within." He asked a question, are you satisfied with the life you're living? We know where we're going. We know where we're from. We're leaving Babylon. We're going to our Father's land. Note that the Bible scripture is allegory, metaphor, and similes. Every noun has a deeper level of meaning, sort of like Marcus Garvey when he said the Black Star Liner, 9 miles of Black Star Liner. Note that in the ancient Maya prophecy of the year 2012, when the Milky Way galaxy is aligned with our sun, that 9 lords of time will descend upon a rope, 9 miles of Black Star Liner, speaking of Nibiru. We're leaving Babylon. We know where we're from. We're going to our Father's land. Our Father's land is not Africa. It is not our origin. Our origin is the elliptical orb ship Nibiru. You are now in tune on the one, the force itself at this time, called the Master Blaster Jamming. When the prophet Bob Marley was dying in the year 1981, May 11, 1981, at the age of 36, note that Nibiru has a highly elliptical orbit and crosses Earth's orbit every 3,600 years. Bob Marley was 36 years of age when he died. My understanding is that it's a polar shift or wobble that takes 3,600 years to go full circle. This causes the magnetic pole to shift to a new location. The shifting is already a scientific fact. Note that his death, May 11, 1981, reduces to the number 26. 5 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 1 equals 26. Note that the Maya tell us that there were 5 great ages, 5 and May. May is the number 5. The combination of each great age represents approximately 2,600 years. The day, year, month of Bob Marley's death equals 26, or one procession of the equinox, starting and terminating at the winter solstice, when the sun conjoins the galactic center, an event that only occurs once every 2,600 years. In the year 1980, a year before Marley's death, Stevie Wonder did a tribute song, Master Blaster Jamming. In the year 1981, the year of his death, there was a press conference held in the United Press Building at Washington, D.C. I was there. This was an esoteric meeting, which overt purpose was to get the Martin Luther King birthday bill passed through Congress as a national holiday. Note special emphasis is on King, i.e. King Selassie, not necessarily talking about Martin Luther King. This song, Happy Birthday, was in a reggae rhythm to prove my point that it was esoterically talking about the King Haile Selassie. That's why the reggae rhythm, a special song, which was recorded. The song Master Blaster Jamming was the code song of this movement called Master Blaster Jamming. It tells us how to contact the orb ship Nibiru. The song Master Blaster Jamming, the code, it was from the esoteric album Hotter Than July, which alludes to the dog days when Sirius rose with Earth's sun, and we get the hottest days of summer, thus the album Hotter Than July. This album alludes to the wisdom of Sirius and the Dogon tribe of Mali, West Africa. This wisdom was also recorded in the album Journey Through the Secret Life of Plants. Stevie Wonder also traveled to Africa to visit the Dogon to do a concert. This was the beginning of the entrance in 1981 when Stevie Wonder made this song. and we had the press conference. This was the beginning of the entrance of Nibiru into Earth's orbit from its 3,600-year orbit. In January 1981, several daily newspapers stated that Pluto's orbit, indeed a major cataclysm, has been caused by the passing of planet X. So Pluto was messed up. Note now that Pluto is considered not a planet. Why do you think so? Note that the Rally for Peace press conference, as it was called, was held by Stevie Wonder in January 1981. Do you see what I'm saying here? This event was the beginning of the Kabbalistic wisdom sent to earth by the Anunnaki, that we see the light of time. Bob Marley is our prophet. The Washington Post, the New York Times, and other major news services carried the Nibiru first spotted 1981 by IRAS, IRAS, and the satellite IRAS was not launched until the next year, 1982. That morning at the conference, note, the black activist Dick Gregory spoke and said that the same star the three wise men saw and followed to the manger of the baby Jesus was over Washington, D.C. that night before the conference. One of the important items that was grafted into the story of Jesus was the fact that it was Osiris the gardener who was originally heralded by the three wise men. These were not the cartoon character kings we learn about in Sunday school either. The real three wise men are the three stars, Mintaka, Analam, and Alnitka, in the belt of Orion. These stars, three stars, tilt towards Sirius, which is the esoteric manger. The Hebrew book of mysticism, the word Dalit, the door, is Sirius. The identification of Sirius as the door may help to explain Jesus' true intentions when he stated that, I am the door. If anyone enters through me, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out, and find pasture, and have everlasting life. This is the three wise men pointing to Sirius, the birth of Jesus in the manger. Sirius is known as the manger, and Nibiru is connected with Sirius. So we see that the death of Bob Marley was as a track racer in a relay race. When he died, he passed the baton. The wisdom went to a higher level, a more esoteric level. So the ones who are caught in the freeze frame of the Rastafari movement and who are not in tune with the Sirius star and the 2012 polar ice shift culmination and Nibiru are left behind. You are now in tune. On the one, the force itself at this time called the Master Blaster Jamming. This is the black wisdom, esoteric wisdom, not the wisdom handed down to you by the white men such as Zachariah Stitchin and all these scientists and writers. That information was good, but this information was specifically passed to us through our prophet Bob Marley and our major prophets Stevie Wonder and other prophets. You are getting this information from the Underground News Network. I am Editor-in-Chief of Underground News Network, www.unn13.com. You are now in tune, on the one, the force itself, at this time called the Master Blaster Jamming. Jamming is what it's called. Stevie Wonder said if someone would have approached you yesterday and told you that today you would be jamming, you would not have believed them. But he says you best to believe it because you feel your body jamming.